Now, Valparaiso is a tier 9 Pan-American battleship of ultimate stupidity. I mean, it is a fantastic, fantastic boat. Um, it's got a funny button that charges up in the craziest of ways. Hey, Rob.
Is it hits?
So it's a wild one. Rob, thank you for the sub, man. 37 months of subbing. Thank you, Rob. So the big thing about her is as long as no worries, Rob. The biggest thing about the Valpo is you cannot let it get within your secondary range. If you get an enemy Valpo in your secondary range, it's over. Because all they will do is charge up their funny button. They'll use up their heal, their DCP, and then as soon as they get hit again, they will use their funny button and remove it. Okay, so a couple things. Hey, Wolfie. Couple things to note, and Maruk, I'm going to give you some feedback on your build because there are some things that after I've played this boat and ranked a ton, I'm going to give you some feedback to make this even stupider for you. Okay. So the key for a Valpo player is to get within secondary range. The key for anybody who's not a Valpo player is to play keep away. Okay, you're literally just running away from the Valpo. All right, that's basically it. You stay out of secondary range. If you're a destroyer,
That sounds exactly like my kind of gameplay.
Yep, if you're a destroyer, you torp the living daylights out of it. That's the best way to kill a Valparaiso. Okay. Speaking from experience, I died twice yesterday, lost 2 stars. The only 2 stars I think I've ever lost in ranked were last night. Okay. So, let's talk about this. First of all, the first concept of this is if you are good at using your secondary funny button, you don't need to worry about things that reduce fire damage or flood damage. So that's the first thing to think about. So in slot 4, for example, let's go through your build. You got Auxiliary Armaments Mod 1, Damage Control Mod 1, Secondary Batteries, Damage Control 2, Concealment, and then finally, your secondaries, which makes sense. By the way, this ship can only shoot AP. So in slot 1, absolutely Auxiliary Armaments, because you need your secondaries to live. Okay? Beefall, congratulations. So you absolutely need your auxiliary armaments to work, so keep this one alive. I used to run Damage Control Party because it's got 20-second base here, but I find, or is it 16? Whatever. But I find it's far better to keep your secondaries going. Okay? In slot 2, there's really no good choice, so this is fine. 15. Thank you, Tashkent. Secondary range is good. This one here, because of the fact that you're constantly using DCP, and then whenever you're out, assuming you've charged up your funny button, you hit the funny button, your DCP is back again, you're never going to take a full duration fire. So having something that reduces your flooding or fire time doesn't matter. So because you've gotten baked in propulsion, you are far, far better off going steering gears here. Torp threat is far more important than fire threat, and so rudder is better. Exactly. You need the rudder to be able to dodge torpedoes. Remember, Valpo's got the pre-nerf tighter turning abilities, and it's got the boost acceleration. It's just dumb. Okay? Now, Maruk, beyond that, I think Concealment is fine, and then Auxiliary Armaments Mod 2 is fine. You could do torpedo lookout system just to make damn sure you don't take torpedoes. This would have actually saved me last night in 1 or 2 of my games. But concealment makes perfect sense too, because the concealment on the ship is actually not terrible. Oh, here. Yours is 14 base because you didn't take concealment expert. You take main battery reload in slot 6? Yeah, you could. Personal opinion, I think I've got in mine, I think I've got auxiliary armaments because I just want to charge up my funny button there as quickly as possible. So you don't need it for damage, true, but I've burned down a lot of things with my secondaries too. So, but But yeah, this one here, I mean, you could try the torpedo acquisition module instead. I don't know how much it matters. I mean, it's 10% in ranked, especially. You're going to be detected anyways. So maybe that's something I need to look into and experiment with. I don't know. Maruk, I got to know, Lisboa, I'm guessing, is on your Libertad. Is that correct? I actually took Lisboa on my Libertad, took him off of that, and made a specific build just for this boat. Because I've been spamming nothing but Valpo in ranked, and I don't care. Now that I've got Valpo and I've seen how stupid it is, I haven't even bothered to play the Los Andes, right? Because why would I play Los Andes when this thing exists? So, you've got preventative maintenance, keep the secondaries alive, demo expert for fire chance, brisk, of course, because it's a boosted skill, improve repair party readiness, emergency repair, adrenaline rush, and then, of course, your secondaries. Since you got Valpo, you never go back to play Libertad. See, that's the thing. That's the thing. So, I originally started with this, and I caught BFK stream. And when I looked at BFK stream, I'm like, oh, wait, I'm playing this all wrong because I had fire prevention. Well, you don't need fire prevention if you've got the funny button that gets rid of fires. So, the one change that I would recommend making for you is to drop your brisk and instead embrace the vigilance. This helps tremendously because, one, you see torpedoes from farther away, which, by the way, does that jive with torpedo lookout system? I don't remember. And then two, when you do take torpedoes, you take a little bit less damage from those torpedoes. So that comes in very handy. But yes, this is a ranked specific build. This is a ranked specific build. This is not something that you would take out in randoms. I completely agree with that. You could. You just have to use islands to, you know, really block your approaches and stuff. If you're good at that, then this build can work very, very well. So, yeah, you're leaving the brisk and the buff brisk on the table, but this just helps you with the survivability more. And if it does stack, then you know what? I think I'm probably going to change to that personally. I think I might change to that when I play Valpo and ranked either today, tomorrow, whatever. For non-Valparaiso ships, fire prevention, absolutely correct. And see, this is where, like, this is, you have a lighthouse building to find people are dumb. Fair enough. This is where I probably set it up for mine. I don't think there's any other skill that you can really fit in. I mean, super heavy AP because you fire AP only, but I mean, actually, this could kind of jive well because you take less damage from flooding and stuff, but then you would drop improved repair party readiness for it, I suppose. You know, I don't know. You also get in a mood for a brief time. Horse to spider's your favorite? Okay. But yeah, I think this is the build that I'm using, and I found improved repair party readiness comes in clutch lots of times. This also is a good build for brawls, by the way. Whiskey doesn't need it either. Yeah, true. But Whiskey's a little bit harder to charge up the funny button, if I remember right, because you need hits. Whereas this, you just need secondaries. So you just lazily drive into secondary range. And in ranked battles, people don't understand how to stay out of secondary range. And then you just laugh, frankly. So, Lishbo, I didn't talk about his talents. Okay, so let's talk about that real quick. After hitting ships with 175 times with main and secondary battery shells, you just hit 175 hits. Doesn't matter how, just get those hits. You get a bonus to main battery reload time and a big bonus to your secondaries. And then finally, you also get extra progress towards your combat instructions after the second time of using combat. So basically, you charge up your funny button, use it, charge up your funny button, use it, bam, instant 20% bonus to charging up your funny button. It makes you even harder to kill for the rest of the game. Oh, and by the way, you also get 5% faster for God knows why. His skills are bonkers on Valpo. They're bonkers on Libertad, but I gotta say, on Valpo, it takes it to an even farther level, in my personal opinion. And then for flags, you've gone with ship HP, fire chance, of course, fire chance, secondaries, of course, heal boosting, yes. Now, you don't necessarily need to worry about fire and flood reduction. You don't need to worry so much about consumable reload because the funny button exists. I would absolutely say you want to value ship speed. I think that's really important. You can eat pizza and drink scotch with Valpo and still win. Sounds like you've done this before. So I think ship speed is good. Also, you get a lot of battleship players in ranked that are going to just randomly ram you. So I think Hotel Yankee would be a good one to take as well. And AS, what is AS occasionally if torp warning? What does that mean, SAT? But yeah, so I mean, you know, pretty, oh, the AD key, yeah, so turn left or right every now and then, yeah. Anticipate the torps. So, there you go. But let's see, this is a ridiculous, ridiculous ship in a great mode for it. If you have a Valpo, you are fortunate. If you don't have a Valpo and it becomes available in the future, you want Valpo. Okay, just putting it out there. You want Valpo. It is that important to make sure that you pick up in the future. How costly is it to try to get Lisboa with coal if you only have 10 to 15? MJamin, I'm not sure. I'm sure somebody else might have an answer for you on that. I need to check something. My mic numbers are a little bit low. Oh, I don't have that in. It's gonna be part of steel wheel, steel will. Okay. Professor. Okay. I wonder. Let me. I'm gonna turn this off. You guys tell me if I sound any different. I don't. Nope. It's not changing. That's weird. Whatever. Okay. We'll just leave it as it is. Because I've been trying to get my voice, my microphone volume a little bit higher. And it just, like, it seems to work and then seems to not work and all that. So that's annoying. I'll turn it up a little bit more. You guys tell me if that helps or not. I don't know. So this is ranked. Ranked is tier 9 only. No carriers, no subs, and in Silver League, which is where it's really, really helpful. 80k? Okay. Thanks, Tuber Chimpy. You've got 2 Missouris, a Blucher, a Kitakaze, and a Groningen. You're up against an Iwami, an Iowa, Alsace, Schroeder, Kitakaze, and Jelen. This is actually really good for you. All you care about is showing broadside to the battleships and maybe taking torps from these guys. That's like literally it. Yes, you don't do any duplicates until the very end. Absolutely correct. Something is in the B cap. And it's not the Kitakaze, so it's the Jutland that's in the B cap. London calling, good job. This transit here is extremely dangerous because you're broadside to a lot of battleships and the Jutland. There's the Jutland. Focus it. Okay, never mind. A little bit of indecision here about where to be shooting. Funny button is charged up. I love your camo, by the way. I think I'm going to switch the camo on my Valpo. I've been playing it enough. Might as well. And I got to put a toxic death effect on it, too. Maybe the Kaboom one, the cartoony. Now, you got your secondaries focused on the Iowa, but they're not shooting anything else. So I'd absolutely target the Schroeder with your secondaries. Yeah, you don't want to be broadside to the Iowa and take sits, absolutely.
Alarma de incendio.
So there's the DCP. So you're on 1 fire. Fireworks is most toxic. I agree, but I don't know if I have any more left. But maybe I should, if I have it, I'll put that on. So once the DCP is done, you're going to see he's going to DCP immediately. Actually, you should probably heal too right now. Look at your hit points.
Problema resuelto, señor.
And look, your DCP is available again. It's magic. Oh, big Citadel there from the Iowa.
All stations reporting the position of a strategic target.
Giving out 2 more. Oh, fireworks? Okay. Cool. I got the Varese, so nice. Okay, Lisboa's Talons now. That's the one for using the combat instructions twice.
Hemos destruido un
You should
crucero
probably heal
enemigo.
again now. Yeah, I was actually in a really good position to counter you. And you can see he's a little upset with you. So just go kill him. It is odd position. Usually you want to put yourself in a spot where you're going to secondary stuff and then just kind of reverse into it. But because the Iowa got on the flank, he's a real problem for you. And he's recognizing it now as he's complaining in chat because now he's about to get into secondary range. Click on him, by the way. There you go. This is average Valpo gameplay. Yep. Meanwhile, Jutland floods out a radar battleship. I don't like that you're going to a kite away position. One, you show a lot more armor profile doing this. And two, you allow him to control the engagement because he can just duck behind an island and your secondary gimmick is gone. Chaos? What do you mean just skipped about 10 seconds? You see, he's ducking behind the island. That's going to encourage you to turn. And because you turn, now you took a bit more damage that way. Is that the Iowa in the A-cap getting the points? I'm guessing. Based on Jutland Kita's last known. Also, what the heck is your... No, you're detected still, so there's something else in A, I think. Lots of rotating board to the battleships. Luckily, they're bad at it. Yeah, right? Seriously. Also, I'm not sure why you're continuing to move forward here. I would actually stop and reverse just so I can get, like... Yeah, rip your Kita. Like, you want to kill this Iowa, right? And so you continue to move forward, gives you no shot on the Iowa. Iowa MVP for giving you free heals. He's also been the one that chunked the most of them. Running from the destroyers? I guess, but the problem is, take a look. Now you've ran away from them, and your teammates have suffered because of that. I think if you were a little bit closer, they would have had to deal with you more.
Torpedos a babor.
Secondaries on the Alsace. Right, and the Iowa's still alive. Right, exactly.
El equipo enemigo tiene la ventaja.
Secondaries on the Alsace. There you go.
El enemigo está por ganar. Alarma de incendio.
Well, there's the DCP. Scoping, scoping, scoping. He's giving you broadside. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Go, 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 go. Take advantage of this. And you know you're going to take a lot of hits, so pre-healing is good. This is also your opportunity to turn around because you see the destroyers. It looks like the Kita has changed to AP.
Alarma de incendio.
I'm detecting a little bit of panic here because he just used both of those. You don't need to use the heal, I think. Ah, there's your secondary farm.
Problema resuelto, señor. Alarma de incendio.
Yeah, see, now you're in big trouble. I think if you're gonna turn away, then you definitely want to turn due north and kite away earlier instead of like you stopped your turn as soon as you saw the Iowa. And I agree. Why shoot the bow in Iowa instead of the Alsace here? Stream skipped and showed 10 seconds. It just showed again. Yes, I don't know what to tell you. Nobody else has reported that issue.
Problema resuelto, señor.
If anybody else has that issue, I'd like to know. 3 million potential damage. Almost 4. I mean, the big thing is you've got a Missouri who's happy to just chill here, and a Blue Heart who's happy to just chill here. So you're pretty much against 4 people. Oh, and by the way, you've got no more heals. I would not have DCP'd that. It doesn't die, that's absolutely correct. Unless, like I said, you take a whole bunch of torps or something. You're getting it too, but not 10 seconds? Weird.
Problema resuelto, señor.
Yes, he did take the skill. So, that skill has long been granted. You're very fortunate the iCUE has decided to, like, leave you alone. Because you can farm him for funny button now. If the entire enemy team just decided you don't matter anymore, this can be a win for you. Now you're still detected, so there is a destroyer nearby. Yeah, it could be just Twitch be twitching, unfortunately. I was added to the 1440p beta, and I tried 1440p on Monday night before I left, and there were some people that had some problems, so. Salt in the wound for the Alva, absolutely. Well, see, the thing is, Maruk, is a lot of times players, especially in ranked, think, oh, somebody else will get the kill. And, well, you know, they don't get the kill. That's on them. Lots of stormtroopers.
Destructor enemigo hundido.
Yes, indeedy. Yeah, I don't know why my mic numbers keep going down. Huh? Better now. Better now. Wonder. Yep, I thought so. It's Elgato's automatic volume leveling, turning the volume down. Missouri's still not in the game. Nope. This is absolutely a Game of Thrones, yes. Why did you shoot that way? He's moving the other way. Oh, look, the Awami is stat shaming the full health Missouri now. That's nice. Wow. Yeah, I know, right? Seriously. Is it a secondary Missouri? I don't know. Maybe I can pull up the Missouri's build here. Let's see. Well, at least about the radar up. The 21-point captain. And so that Missouri is running emergency repair specialist, brisk, improved repair party readiness, basics of survivability, emergency repair expert, fire prevention expert, and furious. It's a furious Missouri who's not using adrenaline rush. Stormtrooper 1, shaming Stormtrooper 2. And there's your victory. Yeah, he's not running secondaries. All right, well, you pulled out the win. I like how SAT kind of said, this is the ship enabling you to basically just live and do things. Like, the ship won it for you. Right. If you were in Los Andes, forget it. Right? Any other ship in this game, pretty much forget it. But because you're in the Valpo, right, you can take 231,000 damage and still survive. This was the ship to get, SF. I agree. I agree. The closest that I think I've ever seen to pay to win in this game. 4.5 million potential damage. Wow. But the big thing is, if you look at the damage that you did take, where's it showing up? Here we go. 100,000 of the damage was that iCUE that you just kept on giving a decent amount of side to. You wish you could have gotten the ship, but you couldn't afford throwing money at the game when it was released. It was expensive because if I remember right, it was in one of those kind of lottery things where you had no idea how much it's going to cost you. So, hey, Raining. Questionable decisions bailed out by a deep wallet. I like that idea. Maybe we should make that the title of this game. Deep Wallet. You still prefer Los Andes with Lisboa? Give me the guns? I don't know, Seabear. With how you've been able, how I've been able, and you saw Maruk do this too in this replay, you're able to abuse the fact that your opponents think that you're dead and you aren't. And I think that's really the key for this particular ship, is that you refuse to die. And it makes it very difficult. A lot of people think, I got this guy, he's gone. And then before you know it, nobody's chasing you anymore. Yeah, Los Andes gets you dead faster, but you feel better because your secondaries reach farther away. But Valpo keeps you alive, and in ranked battles, living is crucial. The longer that you live, the more effective you are, the more XP that you get, right? So if you think about it in ranked, that's crucial because it enables you to save your star or win the battle and gain a star. That's really how it is. It unteaches you how to play, right? In your case, Maruk, it unteaches you how to angle. But yeah, feel free to give my suggestions a try with the build and see if that helps you at all. I had suggested you switch from Brisk to Vigilance, and then in slot 4, changing to Steering Gears. I think Steering Gears would have actually helped you quite a bit with angling in this game. I think that would have really helped you in this game. So, let's get the replay render going. And what do you guys think for a title? Should we think? We call Pay to Win, Deep Wallet. Deep Wallet greater than all. Just hit W.
I gotta unlearn the game.
All the buttons. Okay. Wallet empty when acquired. That is a good one. Or how about like wallet empty equals win? Or empty wallet equals win. Does that work? Try to shorten it a little bit just so that it fits easier on the cover pick if that does make its way. Chilean zombie boat. Oh, I forgot to shout out Profe before. Trade wallet for win. Wallet warrior, wallet equals win. Because I did the shout out, we can't see you getting bang banged by 4 ships right now. Sorry. Pay to heal. Pay to heal. Oh my god. All right, Maruk, what do you want? It's your replay, so you tell me, what title do you like the most out of what everybody just said? You got the ship for cheap, so can't complain. Cool, good. You're one of the fortunate ones, huh? Got it early in the bundles or whatever. You want pay to heal? You got it on the 3rd try, SF. Damn. You have all the luck in this game, man. You've got all the luck in this game. All right. Wallet's tank. You guys are coming. I love how you guys put the most creativity in the most broken ship. Maruk, hey. thanks for sending that one. Thanks for subbing and supporting the channel and stuff. And hopefully we gave you some good feedback so that you can make this dumb ship even dumber. in ranked, I mean. Let's go.
Yeah.